of the strike by Matatus is significant. Significant enough that some argue that probably the losses made would have probably helped, if at all we maintained the economy the way it was, that some of the monies we think could be too much to sort out the crisis, we're still losing anyway. Do you think, in your opinion, that the CSs who are there, the experts who are there, have the capacity or the ability to actually end this crisis, or they're crippled and have to wait for the president?
Yeah, Fred, before I make a comment, I want to appeal to the whole nation that some decisions we make are affecting everybody, because we had some losses of life, which media is not reporting very well. Some people died.
4 people died.
Yeah, 4 people died. We got some people arrested. Some people are really injured. Some people have disappeared. We care about those people. I think that we have become so insensitive about life that people don't know that it's a gift from God that should be protected by all means. And when we can play politics over people's lives, then for me, that hurts me. I think for me, it even could make this government actually illegitimate, if you like. But let me go to your point, Fred. First of all, I want to say citizens do not consume media speeches, but they consume things at household level. They consume what are the food costs. You can make speeches. You can talk like my brother Wakili can talk, but is the life changing at the pump? When you go to the supermarket, when you go to buy food, education, let us be concerned about outcomes. Let's not make speeches too much, because we cannot be media PR over life of livelihoods of people. And in fact, that was a media PR which failed. And for me, let me tell you what, the most unfortunate part of that speech is not what was said by C.S. Wandai. Was when these people told him something, he walked away without any response. Like, he has no brain of his own, and he cannot be able to converse with these people. You are walking away from the people who actually, if you talk to, today could be better. Look here, Fred, you can talk about, I heard you saying before that, for us journalists, we have to come to work. I was at the CBD yesterday. I've driven through the CBD today. There are some people that if nobody is coming to town, they're sleeping hungry, because they sell samosa on the street, they sell some mandazi on the street. We are not just looking at the taxes we can make. You talk about damage. For me, I'm looking for somebody who slept hungry yesterday and was praying that their government can make a decision tonight, the night before, that could at least make them come back and sell Shoma, Civil.
You're thinking, is CS Opio Wandai able to make that decision?
No, I'm just saying he was unable even to tell these people anything. No, not even telling the guys, why don't you have tea? When I was studying abroad, we were being told that sometimes when you have a lot of disagreement with your team, you can just go and take a glass of wine. And you could just agree. This about policy and the rest. They could even postpone the strike and say, give us 3 days. That's called option theory. Give us 3 days, please come back to work because the economy is suffering. Give me 3 days, I'll give you a response. You can tell somebody like that. Even there's time off in rugby. There's time off in basketball. He could even tell, just give me 2 days. And let me tell you what, we do not have to wait for the president. The president has always been here when we are suffering. Now we cannot be told we are suffering because he's outside. The nonsense of Baba when you are away ended with Raila Odinga. He was the only one that at his landing in Kenya, you could see a solution on some kind, isn't it? But that narrative died with him. Baba when you are away. In fact, this script did not even come from this point. It came from the Bible. When Mary told Jesus, had you been here, my brother Lazarus could have not died. You get my point? But they picked that script and ruled it too long. But not what Jesus did. He resurrected Lazarus. So Lazarus is suffering in Kenya at the moment, isn't it? Can the president land and resurrect Lazarus? The people who died yesterday died. They cannot be resurrected. The people who lost livelihood yesterday, they lost livelihood thread. And I want to say, for me, the most important thing I've learned here is that forget about members of parliament. For us, I went to the street. You saw me on 25th of June. When we entered parliament and declared it null and void, Our business ended at Parliament. They do horse trading. The president said in Karen, when Raila Odinga was alive, that the Parliament decides based on the envelope, isn't it? So who sent the envelope? Boda could not afford to bribe the parliamentarians to make a decision. The matatu operators could not do it. But if the president wants them to meet to make a decision, they will meet and make the decision. Mm-hmm. They make the decision based on who is buying. And that's what I'm telling Kenyans. In 2027, faglia kila mtu aende nyumbani. Fred, just give me some time. I want to explain something. Now, because this was, when you saw the press statement, boda operators, matatu operators, those people supported this government to the last man. Without them, this government could have not won the election. The fact that they're coming to protest, I would say that is a vote of no confidence on these people. And to tell you the truth, Fred, you do not need to have a dog and bark. We have people in parliament, we have people in government who are paid a lot of money. They are transporting heavy vehicles, like a CS in Kenya goes with 7 to 15 vehicles moving, isn't it? If you look at Opiyo and I's convoy, is very big, but he cannot make a small decision. It's like you pay a dog, you feed a dog, but you're the one barking. When I was in Strathmore, we came with something called the principle of subsidiarity. The principle of subsidiarity means that a decision that can be made downwards should never be made upwards. Mm-hmm. So if you have a team, government has got a structure, isn't it? I called you what's called the E, executive orders the president gives. That's what he should do. Then the second level is ministerial policy, where fuel prices are being affected. 50% of our fuel prices come from policy, which is ministerial. There is no need of president to come from where he is to do this one. Mm-hmm. And that is around 120 shillings per litre is coming from policy made by the CS Wandai. So it has no need to, I'm not talking about what he will have done, I'm talking about structure of government. When I was Kibaki's economic advisor, we told Kibaki, do executive orders like free primary education, then keep quiet. Give Minister for Education to do the policy, do it. Then State Department run by the PS does what we call execution framework or ministerial policy. Then there's an agency called EPRA that should act. EPRA, Fred, was founded to lower the prices of fuel. But since they came, they have been elevating it. Do you know why? Because they deduct levies from it to run their offices. So they put that on our pump and we suffer. So that is choking us. Fred, when I ever get a chance to run this country, EPRA will be sent home day one and EACC. That is the biggest problem in Kenya have.
All right. We'll be coming back to discuss